wherever you guys are.
And we're alive.
Are we really?
Yeah. I was going to throw you
Well,
off guard talking about
hello, sci-fi
mushrooms.
gangsters. This is the show where we talk about something sci-fi, and we're talking science fiction, comic books,
And mushrooms.
uh, video games, but really is an excuse for me to catch up with my friends. And today we don't really have an official topic. We're just kind of we're catching up, baby. I don't know why I'm using the word baby a lot. Look,
Oh, not
baby,
either.
we're catching up with each other. It has actually have been a while since all three of us have been together. Obviously, summer vacations get in the way, but we're back and we're better than ever, baby. Jeremy's enjoying a pizza from Papa John's, arguably the worst pizza place possible. So when he told me it was Papa John's, I was like, really, Papa John's?
I like
I
Papa
guess
John's sauce. Okay, I mean
I
for
used to.
for
I
what
will
it
say
is,
this: when I was younger, I used to love Papa John's. I was all about Papa John's.
it's definitely
So
better than Pizza Hut.
So
better
the
than Pizza
bet, no,
Hut,
no.
better than Domino's, better than CC's,
I don't
better
know.
than.
Domino's isn't terrible at times.
Oh, you like Domino's? You're a big
So when I was
Domino's.
a kid, we would always order Brand X pizza. Do you remember this? Do you remember Brand X
I've never
downtown?
heard of Brain X in my
Oh
life.
man, you could get an extra large cheese and pepperoni pizza delivered to your house for $6.
Oh wow, that must have been a good pizza.
It was the worst pizza ever, but we were broke, and when we wanted pizza, that's what we got.
I
So we
remember
would
when I was
literally
a
give
kid.
the guy a 10 for a extra large pizza, and that would be the delivery and the tip. It's $10. Boom, pizza. And it was, I mean, it was huge. It was a massive pizza. It could feed like 6 people.
It was a simpler time back then.
It was, you know.
We enjoyed our pizza.
It's
What
okay.
kind of pizza do you like? Comment below. we're just gonna we're just gonna run with that.
Sponsored by Pizza Hut. Yeah,
Marco's is always gonna be my choice. Johnny Brusco's is fine. Sure, I'm
yes,
gonna go with
I
Johnny
like.
If Mellow
Brusco's.
Mushroom delivered, that would be the only one I ever went to, but they don't deliver.
I think Mellow
Mellow
Mushroom.
Mushroom's just overpriced.
It's been a while since I've been to Mellow Mushroom. And actually ordered like a pizza with cheese. Back in the day when I used to eat pizza without cheese, now I'm just eating it with cheese because I eat it every once in a while. Although according to the doctor, I'm going on a new diet. A whole spiel with that. I don't know if I told you guys about my stomach issues and me trying to figure out what's going on with my stomach. But went to the gastrologist, and first thing as she thought of was acid reflux, which made a whole lot of sense to me because I don't eat dairy. I eat a lot of spicy foods. I drink coffee every morning. Acid reflux made a whole lot of sense. She put me on a medication, didn't really help at all, like not even close. So it was. So I went back. I was expecting her to say, "All right, we're gonna up your dose a little bit on that acid reflux medicine." Nope. Next stage is putting a tube down my throat. So,
Oh, lovely.
so that's what's
Invasive.
going to be happening next. Although
It's better than the other option.
up the whoop, I will be sedated. When she told me that, I was like, my God. But she said, and then later she's like, you'll be sedated. I was like, oh, thank goodness. Well, then do whatever you need to me when I'm sedated. I don't want that
I don't
tube
want
up
to
my.
remember any of this. Yeah.
I don't remember. Yeah. So uh, do what you want with my body, Lady Gaga. That's what she says, and I agree. Uh, for our big Lady Gaga fans that are watching right now, and everybody here, that's
All of them are. Everyone,
uh,
every viewer we have in this chat right now loves Lady Gaga.
Mother
Every last one
Monster.
of them.
That's what they call her, Mother Monster. Anyway, so they the whole procedure have already been scheduled. In the meantime, doctor says I want you to go on a strict dairy-free and gluten-free diet.
Oh God.
So it's about
Glutens.
3 weeks of gluten-free and dairy-free. So
They
I have to
got
stay away
you.
from.
They've got you brainwashed, Anthony, making you think
Well,
that glutens are a thing.
perhaps we'll certainly find out. But so I used to eat oatmeal a lot. Oatmeal's gone. I did eat a lot of unhealthy snacks like Slim Jims and that sort of thing. Those are all gone, obviously, as well. Breads, all that is gone. So I'll be doing that. I'll essentially be doing paleo
You might as well just
for
eat
three
ice
weeks.
cubes. Go to sleep.
There you go.
Yum. What a life.
So I'll be doing that. Thank goodness White Claw is gluten free. I mean, let's just all praise.
Wow. Is that
So
what was that the turn when you're like, I'm only gonna do this if
I
White
had to
Claw
look it up.
Surges are gluten free. If not,
And
just
I
kill me
thanked
now.
I thanked Mother Monster. I prayed to Mother Monster. I said, "Thank you, Lady Gaga. That gluten White Claw is gluten free."
Oh,
But yeah,
Lord.
so that's my situation.
Oh,
Um, I was gonna show my helmet and everything, but we'll go ahead and get to you guys. Asa, what's new with you?
man, I'm just ready to. I don't want the school year to start. I really don't. I'm not looking forward to August. August sucks. I hate every bit of it. I got people quitting. I got people getting hired. I got people getting fired. I got new bosses coming in. I mean, it's just, I want it to be here and I want it to be over. But like the saving grace right now is just waiting for my new PC to get here, which will ship tomorrow. They just finished building it today. I got the notification. So
Who'd you get it from?
I got it from Cyber Power. I let them
Hmm.
build it for me. So I just picked out what I wanted. They said they'd build it for a small yet large fee and then ship it to me. So I'm excited. The last two PCs I've had have been built by Cyber Power, and I've never had an issue with any of them. So as long as I don't continue to have no issues, I will continue to keep getting them from Cyber Power.
So you got that PC coming in,
It's
summer. You're enjoying your summer vacation. Do you have another summer vacation? Summer plans?
no more summer plans. Just work, finishing up, getting ready for the next school year, getting all these routes put in, all these new stops put in. Transporting over 5,000 students. And yeah, I mean, honestly, when it gets here, we'll be ready. But the stress always happens. It always does. And we will get calls and we will get yelled at. Parents such as yourself, why is my bus not here? Well, I don't know. I don't have an answer for you. But keep on watching that
We
bus
don't
app.
keep track of our buses or your kids.
Well,
Do
you
they?
could. Well, now
do
the
y'all,
parents
like,
do.
broadcast or not broadcast, but do you have a web interface with a GPS position of the bus for parents to look at these
We
days?
do. We do. It's actually a nationwide app that other city schools use across the country. It's called Where's the Bus? And if your kid is enrolled in a school that uses this, you can put in their student ID number, and it will track the bus that they are on, and you can look at it on your phone. It's a little app. You can see the bus coming. Oh, the bus is 10 minutes away. Let's go to the bus stop.
Is that information useful? Like, I know people who during the day will watch the video feed of their kids in the classroom.
Oh, we can't do that. We don't have that capability.
Yeah,
It's
I'm just
just it's
we
literally a
used
little
to,
cartoon
just go
bus.
to school, and then your parents, you had no contact. Maybe you were alive, maybe you weren't, until they came home from work.
The reason I like to think this is the reason that we got this new app technology or whatever. It has saved us so many headaches. So here's the common call that we get. Okay. Pick up the phone. Hey, my kid's bus didn't come this morning. It's your fault. I demand you do this. Da, da, da. I mean, we're getting screamed at. And we're like, okay, well, hang on just a second. Let's see. Give me your bus number. Okay. What time were you out there? Okay, great. Oh, well, it says here that bus was there exactly at the time you just told me. And they say, wait, how do you know? And I say, because I'm looking at it on GPS. And they go, oh, you can do that? And we say, yeah. And they go, oh, okay. Never mind. I guess I got the times wrong. Have a good day. And then they immediately changed their tone. So we went from having about 50 of those calls every month to 2. So I call that a win. That's a huge win for us.
I agree with that. That sounds fantastic.
Parents will BS you so fast. It's scary how mad they get over a lie that they just told. It's crazy.
Students are the same way. I'm telling you.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Students are the same way. You're right. I didn't do that. Well, I was on this camera over here. It looks like you did. So
I don't understand why you took off points for this. What is the deal here? Oh, but you didn't follow the rubric. You didn't do this and this. So it's like I literally wrote that in the grade sheet.
Yeah, vaping is the biggest one. Kids vape all the time, on the bus. We tell them, every driver tells them, do you see around here? There are 8 cameras looking at you, all of you. You're not going to get away with anything. They're audio enabled. They're HD quality. They're in color. You're not getting away with anything unless just the camera was broken, which is rarely the case. So we got oh, my kid didn't vape. How dare you accuse my child of vaping? And we go, oh, you see that? Is that your kid? Yeah, check this out. Oh, look. Oh, he's vaping. Look at
That's
that.
got to be the most
Look at that.
satisfying thing in the world, right?
Oh, it is. Oh, it is. It's so great.
Here's the video evidence. And just
Here's
like,
the video evidence. And then they're off, and then the kid's off the bus for however long the school decides they need to be off. So it's quite satisfying. You can't show the satisfaction on your face. You can't. I mean, you could. I wouldn't have a job for much longer, but you know, just knowing inside the soul, and when you get back to the office, you can talk about it with your coworkers. It's just such a great feeling.
Yeah, obviously, I'm grading speeches over. I'm teaching public speaking over the summer. Can't say much about it. I'll just say this: I'm looking forward to the fall semester. I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to teaching public speaking in person because at least I can control a lot of the things that happen that are not happening on this online class. Right? People not following the rubric, people not knowing how to deal with it. These are Gen Z students who don't know how to handle technology. They have no idea how to work technology at all. But anyways, that's all I'm going to say about that. So I'm definitely looking forward to the fall semester. And really, to be honest with you, I enjoy teaching. So there you go. So Jeremy, what's new with you, bud? I don't know why I went with bud. I just feel like I need to say bud.
Not a whole lot. We got 55 days until Dragon Con.
Oh, there you go.
And an untold number of work hours between now and then. So yeah, just getting through it and waiting for it.
Looking forward to that. Speaking of Dragon Con, if we want to go ahead and talk a little bit about this, so I've been working on my upgrade of my helmet. We kind of show that. So for the video listener, I'm kind of showing what I want to be doing with my new helmet. And what I started doing was I was watching a video online that was he kind of did like he made a mimic pumpkin, like a pumpkin that was a mimic. I had the teeth coming out, the tongue coming out of the pumpkin, and it looked super cool. So I essentially just took everything that he did and I applied it to my helmet. So what I'm going to do is I made individual pieces. That way I could sort of experiment. And if I messed up, I would just restart the whole piece. So I made sections. So what I'm essentially doing is I'm taking the helmet that I already have, which has the teeth and the tongue painted on. And what I wanted to make is I wanted to actually make it to where it's actually coming out of the helmet rather than painted on. So it'll look something like that, sort of sticking out. So once I sort of, this might be on the wrong. No, it's on the right way.
Yeah, hold it up a little bit. Oh,
there you go. So I'll be painting that. As you can see here, I'll paint over the painted section because it looks a little cluttered. But as you can see here, when I'm walking around and everything, it'll look like the teeth are actually coming out of the helmet. And if you kind of look at the piece that I put together, I think it worked out pretty well. I added some variation in the color there to make it look like actual gums. I had some like teeth stains on there as well. But so I've already made several sections. As you can see here, this will be sort of on the bottom and this one will be on the top and they'll sort of connect to each other. It's kind of hard to do that when you're with something like that. I'll hold it up the helmet. So I'll be kind of doing something like that. I made the side pieces there. I would show the tongue, but I recently painted the tongue, so it's drying. But I will show one thing that I was sort of practicing on. So in the video that I watched, the guy put a wire in between two foam pieces. As you can see here, when you put the wire in, it defies gravity, so it looks like it's in motion. So if you just look at it like that, so if this was coming out of my mouth, it looks like it's actually in motion when it's defying gravity like that. So that will come out of the helmet. This is not the actual tongue. The tongue is a little more elaborate, but if you look at that, I'll make it come out of the helmet like that. So it's pretty cool. When the wire is inside of it, you can actually you can mold it if you want to. But yeah, so kind of working on that.
And that's foam right there?
That's foam, yeah. So this is EVA foam.
So how
it's
durable
2 layers
is that?
of foam. So you have one layer glued on top of the other, and I use a rotary tool to round out the edges to make it look a little bit more smooth. When it gets painted, and you can do some different things with it. When it gets painted, it looks like super realistic, but it's pretty simple to make. And like I said before, you take the wire. I bought some cable online that was super cheap, and then I talked to a friend of mine, Josh Hawley, who Jeremy, Josh. He works on cars and everything. He's like, hey, like I have just cables, and if you want some like wires, and he just gave me some wires, and the wires actually worked out pretty well because you could really mold the wires. So that's sort of what I've been working on. So as you can see here, I got multiple layers of teeth, and once I glue that on there, that'll look pretty nice. But the way I made this, if you're curious, is it's the EVA foam that I sort of sharpened and edged with the rotary tool, and I use that moldable foam, that foam that it's like a putty and it dries to make the gums. And when you spread it out, which we'll do on the helmet, it'll kind of poke out a little bit. But yeah, so it looks pretty cool. There you go. So that's what I'm working on to upgrade the helmet for next year. Hopefully, I bought some more paint. So I bought a gloss paint. So I it was recommended by the guy who did it, and the gloss paint makes it look like saliva. Like it makes it look slimy. So once I gloss over it with that gloss paint, it'll make it look like it's actually like saliva and spit on the tongue and the teeth and the gums. So it should look pretty cool. But yeah, that's what I've been working on to prepare for DragonCon.
Are you changing the body of the suit any?
I think I'm going to add like 1 or 2 tentacles. So I was practicing, like I said before, with something like this, but I'm thinking of making 1 or 2 elaborate tentacles that will come out of the back. So like if you could kind of picture me just standing here, but like a longer and more like elaborate sort of like, and because the cable's in it, it'll defy gravity and it'll kind of look like it's in motion. If I add 1 or 2, maybe 3, that will look really cool, rather than sort of like a saggy foam. When foam, if it doesn't have anything in it, it'll just kind of like droop. But if it has a wire, it should look like it's actually like coming out of the back, which will look pretty cool.
Are you going to, are you planning on getting ready at the hotel and then walking all the way with the full cosplay? Or are you going to try to?
That's what I did last year, right?
Okay.
It was a pain. And I got caught in the rain one time. Do you remember that? So it was when it was pouring down rain.
I remember you mentioning it, yeah.
I was walking in pouring down rain in full cosplay. It actually ended up not really ruining anything. I think I lost a tentacle, but in the long run, it dried and it was fine. But I was really worried when I was walking home. I was like, yeah, I just ruined this whole thing by walking in. I've been talking about pouring rain.
Yeah.
Not sprinkling, it was pouring.
Was that on Sunday?
It was, yeah, I think it was. So yeah, but I think in the long run, everything, I think a little bit of paint kind of washed off a little bit. I'm sort of looking on it at the side. It looks fine to me. I think another thing I'm going to add to the costume is, and Michael sent this to me, is I'm going to add some magnets on the side. Because I had some Velcro, and that didn't really work out very well. So I'm going to add magnets on the side to make it, clip together, the 2 sections clip together better. But yeah, that's sort of my project for the summer. Did anyone say anything in the comment section? Anyone, any comments?
I can't keep up. It's going so fast.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
that's obvious. That means that's code for no.
That's code for we got a lot of people here. Lots. They're listening to you intently. And they can't wait to see you at DragonCon.
Oh, okay. Wow.
I hope to get your autograph.
Actually. Oh, that sounds all fantastic.
You're famous. Jeremy, you made it.
I feel like we need to have a, DragonCon theme episode like we do every year. But what's one thing that you're looking forward to in terms of DragonCon?
I mean, we don't really know what the schedule is yet. I'm assuming we don't really know who some of the last minute guests who are going to join up. I'm excited for the Firefly reunion. I'll definitely try to go to those panels and maybe get a picture. But mainly just hanging out with everybody. It's always a lot of fun and laugh a lot. So it'll be fun.
All right, it seems like our group is getting bigger and bigger every year, and I'm
Yeah.
definitely becoming more and more of the outsider in this group, but that's okay.
We've got let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4. I think 7, at least 7 people, potentially 8, in that apartment we rented, which could be tight. We'll see. I still have a backup hotel room.
Well, hopefully you hold on to those hotels because I think that's where I would prefer to be, in one of those hotels. So.
Yeah. So Mike also has a hotel room.
Well, there you go. Fantastic. And Acid, that's a definitely no for you for Dragon Con.
I could never, as long as I have my current job, I will never be able to make it to Dragon Con.
The funny thing about it is, like, it's really a bad time for me too, because at the beginning of the semester, but I can't. I gotta go. So if that means driving up to Atlanta on Thursday, spending all day Thursday, then having to drive back home Friday, teach Friday, and then drive back that Friday night to get back to Dragon Con, which I do every year, that's what's going to happen. Have to happen.
No, I could probably go because how long is it? Like, when does it end?
Monday.
It's Wednesday to Monday.
Wednesday to Monday. So I could potentially do like a Friday night drive up there, stay Saturday, Sunday, come back Sunday night. I mean, that could be.
That's what a lot of people do. I mean, a lot of people are just there for the weekend.
Yeah, but like anything weekday, there'd be no way. And even the Friday night, it would be like, I don't know, 6:30 before I could even leave to get up there. So we're looking at what, 8:30, 9:00 before I even get up to Atlanta.
It's just getting started.
Because is it 24 hours as well?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. But to be honest with you, Saturday, Sunday, that's a full weekend. That's good. You get a lot in,
especially for your first time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
it's a lot.
You want to pace yourself anyways on your first time at Dragon Con, most certainly. But Jeremy's going to be there from Tuesday to Tuesday.
Yeah, I am. Tuesday to Tuesday.
So what do you do again? Because it's not the whole time, right? Like, it doesn't start Tuesday.
Like, people show up. So, because people come internationally.
Yeah.
And so they'll turn into a larger vacation. So, you show up on Tuesday, there's people there. It really gets going on Wednesday. I'd say Wednesday afternoon, like when people start getting off work, it really kicks off. There's always like some Wednesday night parties. And then it tapers back down again Monday afternoon. People start leaving. But there's stuff that runs through Monday evening.
Mm. Yeah, you can get there like on Wednesday night and do a couple things. That's when you can kind of go to the restaurants and not have to wait in super long lines too. You can kind of check out the area, check out some of the cosplay, because people are cosplaying that early. So you can check out just walk around, hang out with friends. Nothing official opens until Thursday. And nothing like a lot of things are not even open until Friday. Okay. So, but yeah. But definitely,
maybe I'll consider a Saturday then. Maybe I'll consider that.
You most certainly should.
I could put on my Star Trek shirt and cosplay myself.
Well, there you go. Sounds perfect.
Captain of Venom. There you go.
You can join Anthony's Mirror Universe.
Yeah.
Thing he wants to do.
Hopefully Tommy will actually do it. I don't know. He gave me a thumbs up saying he's going to do it, but hopefully. But I'll be Mirror Universe Kirk. He'll be Mirror Universe Picard.
So you're going to shave for that?
Oh, yeah. I got to shave, don't I? Yeah, I'll shave. Why not? Mirror Universe.
Should do that live on stream.
Okay. That's what people really want to see. That's what's holding us back, is that I'm not shaving.
That's it. Oh man. Okay, well I do have a small topic I would like to bring up that I would like
Okay.
both of your inputs in. And
All right.
I'm sure I already know the answer to this question. I just feel like I need to get it off the old beard here. So we are in Alabama, wonderful place, full of cows and all kinds of stuff. So my mother calls me today, and she asked a very intelligent question. She did. She said, "What does it mean when I'm looking at my internet speed and it says 500 megs down and 20 up?" And so of course, I explained it to her what that means. And I was like, "You don't have to worry about it. The speed really doesn't apply to what you're doing." But I told her, as a streamer, of course, we're streaming now, the upload speed is extremely important. And she asked these very words that I've been asking companies for many, many years. Why aren't they the same? Why is the download speed and whatever speed this is, we'll say 500 megs, right? Why is the upload speed not also 500 megs? Because I have been to places like Combo Breaker where their Wi-Fi speed is a gig down and a gig up. Why are we playing this dancing game with these internet companies? And
so it's not. I mean, the rate limiter isn't the wireless, right? It's the connection from the wireless access point to the hub.
To the hub, right?
So with fiber, you do get synchronous down and up, but if you're on old copper, you don't.
So what you're trying to tell me is that we still live in a backwater town who still walks out to the well to get their water. Is that what you're saying?
So at my parents' house, the internet is, it's satellite internet. It's arguably worse than it was when I was 16 and we used dial-up with AOL.
I remember dial-up.
It's just because, there's just no infrastructure.
So mine doesn't get up, like I can do a speed test right now, but I don't think mine gets up very high. I never really felt like that has been a limiting factor to me.
The fastest upload speed I've ever been able to clock here at my house is 23 megs per second. Which,
are you on a 300 megabit bandwidth?
I'm on a 500.
Mm-hmm.
I have asked Spectrum.
And
I've even told them, I said, look, money is no issue here. Okay. I want the fastest thing you've got. I was like, I don't care if it's business. I don't care if it's personal. I was like, I want the fastest upload speed you got.
Yeah. They charge businesses a lot.
25 was it. 25 is what they offered me.
Yeah. Which is weird. Because, all of Opelika is pretty much all of Opelika has fiber run throughout it. And you get 5 gigabit, no problem at Opelika. Auburn's just didn't buy into the concept.
I don't know. It's
well, I just did a speed test on my Wi-Fi.
Okay.
190 download.
Okay.
Right. 10 megabyte upload.
Yeah.
what like are yours higher than mine? I'm sure there are.
Yes, mine's probably in the range of 487 and 2022, something like that on average.
So you're saying that my internet's way too slow.
And they're being measured in megabit, right? Not megabyte.
Yeah. So it gets annoying because when I do, I create a YouTube video, right? Like I've done a couple of times over the last week or so. And I go to upload those videos on to YouTube, a 5-minute video. Okay. A 5-minute video takes like 30 minutes or longer to upload onto YouTube because the upload speed is so turtle-like. I don't understand. And also when I'm live streaming on Twitch over at twitch.tv /acid_train. You're
on Twitch? I didn't know that. Okay.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Yeah, shut up. Yeah, you knew. And the quality of what's coming through my PC can't be uploaded fast enough. So I have to downgrade the quality of the video feed just so it keeps up with what I'm doing. And it's extremely annoying.
You can always move to Opelika.
Not till the kids graduate.
All right, well, there you go. Excellent.
I mean, by that point in time, there might be. I don't know. What's the bandwidth on Starlink?
That's what I was just thinking. I don't know the answer to that. Let me see if
I feel like it can't be that high, or if it is, it's going to be astronomically expensive.
Starlink users typically experience download speeds between 25 and 200 megabytes per second.
I said I do have a question for you.
Uploads the same 5 to 20. Like it's not any better. It's the same. I think, but its purpose is just to get internet everywhere. Like that. That's its purpose.
Yeah.
Like, he's not worried about speed. He's worried about getting internet accessible to everybody. Who no matter what the speed is, as long as it works.
Yeah, so like I was saying, this is completely off topic of what we were talking about, but this is a question that Alinda had for you. Me? And that is, yeah, so Disney Cruises, you were all about the Disney Cruise, and we were trying to figure out.
Yeah.
Her question to you was, as someone who loves the Disney Cruise and recommends getting the Disney Cruise, and the Disney Cruise is exceedingly more expensive than a regular cruise.
It is.
Have you been on a normal cruise, and what is the difference?
I have not been on a normal cruise because I do not travel with the peasants of the world. No, that was a joke. And no, I've never been on just a non-Disney cruise, but I've heard horror stories from non-Disney cruises. It's quality-wise, cleanliness-wise, Disney is going to be far superior as far as.
I'd be interested in comparing Disney versus like Virgin.
Yeah, but you can't take kids on that, can you?
No.
Yeah.
That's the point.
Well, I know that's probably better if it's just adults. Yeah, absolutely.
So Disney also has some adults only vacations, which is interesting.
I hadn't even looked into that.
Yeah, it's called like Disney Expeditions.
Oh. But I mean, with a Disney cruise, like everything is all included in your.
Well, most cruises have everything all included. Besides alcohol and stuff like that.
But yeah. I mean, alcohol is not included. But like, let me give you a for instance. So, we're at one of the restaurants, one of the Marvel restaurant on the on the cruise, which was awesome, by the way. You can literally, so they give you the menu, right? You can pick from the menu. They've got the regular menu. They got a vegan menu. They've got your gluten-free menu, if you need that for your trip.
Sure.
Mm-hmm. You can order anything from that menu as many times as you want. Doesn't matter. They're not going to tell you that, but you can. Or you can literally order anything you want. So if there's nothing on that menu that speaks to you, you can say, "Oh, I'm sorry, waiter, waitress. There's just nothing on here that I'm really wanting. Can you bring me a pizza? Could you bring me like a plate of chicken wings or something?" You know what they're going to say? "Yes, sir. Absolutely. I'll be right back." There's no question. They just do it. Like, it's the craziest. Like, they just do it. Oh, anything you want. Anything. If you asked a waiter to take their shoe off so you could sniff it, they would do it. They would. Yes, sir. Here you are. Sniff my shoe. They would do it.
I feel like this is something that you've asked the waiter.
I've not asked them to do that. That was 3 tables over. Asked them to do that.
Me and Linda have been on a couple of cruises, and we have enjoyed both. So we're just like, we're wondering, obviously we're doing we're planning an Alaska cruise for our 15-year anniversary. Jeremy, Acid, you're invited to come. If
nice.
No kids allowed.
Are you paying for this, or?
I'm not paying for you. I'm just saying you can come along with us.
I mean, hey, if you're paying for it, I'm all for it. Let's do it.
But yeah, so we're looking forward to that Alaskan cruise. Looking forward to having a week.
Who's it with?
Kids.
What's the cruise line?
It's going to be Linda said that, right?
Royal Caribbean is what you said.
There you go. Boom. There you go. So someone paid attention. So someone's paying attention to what Linda says. But yeah, so Royal Caribbean. It's going to be. We're planning on having a friends vacation. Jeremy, you are invited. Acid, you are invited. If you want to tag along. But
How
the
long?
Hollies will probably.
How long's the cruise?
I think it's a week long.
Oh wow.
Week long cruise.
That's a long cruise.
That is a long
cruise. When does this occur?
I think next summer. I think is when we're planning.
Oh, okay.
So there you go. So you got time to clear calendars.
That's it.
Yeah, well, there you go. Jeremy, you have anything else to add?
No, I was going to add. So as we were talking about, you inspired me to build out a new machine. I haven't built a personal gaming rig in probably like 18 years, something like that.
You're gonna love it.
Because I got into a very addictive spiral of constant upgrading. But no, I was going to ask why did you decide to upgrade? Is there a particular game coming out you want to play, or?
No, there's nothing in particular. I mean, technically I can play anything. It's just not at the quality I want to play it with. So like I'm running a 1070 right now, which is not horrible, I mean, it's older, but it's not, I mean, it still works. Everything's still,
garbage PC 1070, get out of here.
Good. And it's an i7. So, I mean, it's not
i7
super old. So I figured if I was going to upgrade, it was, it's about time, my storage is limited. The case is, not as big as I'd like. I'm going to get a bigger case.
Always go bigger.
Bigger the better. Yeah.
I want a small case.
But when I started this venture, I was like, I'm only going to spend like, $3K and that's it. That's going to be my budget and everything. Well, I started building it and I was like, man, if I'm going to do this, I've got to do this correctly. And I need a PC that's going to at least last me a good decade, So, and I think going with the 4090, going with the i9 and going with the 10 terabytes of memory, I think it's probably going to last me a good 7 to 10 years. I mean, this one's lasted 7, so.
The PC that I have, I made this. This has to be 10 years old. Like I had to upgrade it recently over the pandemic. I had to add an SD card because this was before that those were around. I had to increase my. I can't upgrade it again because it's so old that I couldn't upgrade it like later on. So it's reached its limit. But I've had this PC that I'm on right now. When I originally built it, it has to be over 10 years old. So when you build your own PCs, they do last, which is insane. I mean, how often do you go through laptops? Like it seems like you go through a laptop every 1 or 2 years. But
depends on the laptop.
Yeah, it depends on the laptop. I mean, so when I used to build out my personal systems, it wasn't gaming. I was in the benchmarking world. So I was upgrading, like new video card every 6 months. Anytime a little bit faster RAM came out, upgrading that. So it's I'm debating. I think I'm not going to go super top end. I think I'm going to go like right underneath and probably stick with AMD. Yeah, I think that's my current plan anyway.
Yeah. And with all the content creation I'd like to do, like even when I stream, it lags a good bit. Like it's lagging now. Not a ton for anybody to really notice, but I mean I notice. And like we've already dropped to over 100 frames during this stream, and it's literally just Zoom. So if I'm streaming a game like Diablo or Cyberpunk or whatever I'm streaming, it continuously drops frames, and just the CPU's weak, the GPU's weak, and I just wanted a machine specifically built for that kind of content creation, and I wouldn't have to worry about that kind of lag or frame drops or anything like that. It would just run smooth, and yeah.
Did you go water cooled? I assume so.
I went water cooled for the CPU, the chip, but the rest of the case is fan.
Yeah, it seems like that's the default these days on all the build sites that I saw.
I mean, it wasn't that much more expensive, but I mean, I was kind of shocked how cheap it was to go liquid for the chip. But I mean, it's this big. You know, I mean, the chip's this big, and then they hook it to it, and then there it is. When I told them to go ahead and put the thermal paste on there too, just for a little extra layer. But yeah, the rest of the fan, literally just 6 or 7 fans. 3 on the top, 3 on the front, 1 on the back.
Yeah, I think I'm going to stick with air cooled. I used to had a phase change system, so it's literally an old air conditioner driving the coolant of the system. There also was a phase where people would seal the case for completely silent system, would seal the case up entirely and fill it with oil and let the heat dissipate through that.
Oh my!
You don't really see that anymore.
No.
Just dipping my toe back into that world. It's a lot different than it used to be.
But yeah, I'm excited. I'm just because I have a vast library of games that I would love to revisit some of these and then throw them on the highest possible set. And ray tracing, I've never had the pleasure of looking at a video game with ray tracing enabled. So, that's kind of that's like playing a whole new game at that point.
You have to report back and tell me if you actually notice a difference or not.
Okay.
I'm curious.
I say it should be here next week. So
it's already gonna be built for you. Just hook that thing up and
yep, they finished the build this afternoon, and it'll ship out tomorrow. So hopefully it'll be here. Maybe it'll be here in a couple. Might be here maybe Friday or Saturday, which would be really nice. That way I can enjoy the weekend. But I already told my boss and my coworker, I was like, as soon as this thing comes in, I was like, if my daughter says, "Hey, your computer's here," I'm gone, and you're not going to see me for like 3 days. So I was like, you better get your stuff together now because I'm gone. I'm gonna be here setting it up and getting everything ready.
Well, good luck with that with PC. So should we try to do name that Star Trek character?
Oh yeah, we can. Yeah.
We end that in the episode with that real quick.
We can do it.
Do you have anything prepared?
I'm gonna have.
Let's just Star Trek. Come on. You can do one easy, one hard. It's easy, right? Let's do it.
Let's just do one each.
Just do one. That? All right, we do one. We do one. Let's see. Let me think.
I gotta think too.
Oh goodness.
I got one. It's pretty easy though.
All right, I've got one.
I'm thinking.
I don't know if I've done this one before.
Oh.
I think I've done this one before, so I need to come up with something.
Okay, I got it. It's right here.
Okay, yeah, I got it. This was hard.
It is. Oh, okay.
This one's hard.
Okay.
Perhaps.
Yeah, I might change mine because it's not a proper name. It's just where I don't know the name of the person.
All right, so I'll go ahead and go first. Go ahead.
Is this character male?
No.
Is this character in only one series?
Yes.
TNG series.
No.
DS9.
Yes. Been watching a lot of DS9 still working through that series.
DS9. More than one. Does this person appear in more than one season of DS9?
Yes.
In Starfleet?
No.
Mm. Human.
No.
Bajoran.
Kind of.
What do you mean kind of?
Bajoran. So female.
Yes.
Is it a Kai?
No.
Oh, that was a good question.
All right, so that's 10. We're halfway.
I think the kind of is going to be your biggest hint.
Yeah, that's kind of where my brain's going. I'm like, who's kind of Bajoran in DS9?
I don't want to give it away. So I'll say kind of.
Okay.
But yes, kind of and yes.
Born on Bajor.
I don't know. I think so. Yes. Yes. Yes.
Okay. Mm.
Is the person a child of another famous or another well-known DS9 character?
Yep. I think Jeremy's got it.
Is it Naomi Wildman?
Not Naomi Waldman again. We're not doing Naomi Waldman again.
Is
Okay.
it Tora?
Is he all?
Yes.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Oh, I don't
See
remember.
y'all.
I don't remember.
Gold Ducat's daughter.
Yeah.
Yeah, I didn't even. That's not even what I was thinking.
Yeah. So kind of because she's half Bajoran.
Yep. Okay, that's good.
All right.
All right, I'll go ahead and go. Y'all go ahead.
All right. Has this character appeared in more than one series?
No. No.
Is the character in Starfleet?
I think so. To a capacity, yeah. Yeah. I would say yes.
So maybe
Is this
in Starfleet.
Do what?
Oh, is this humanoid?
Humanoid, yes.
TNG?
Yes.
Does this character appear in more than one episode?
Yes.
You said it was a humanoid.
Humanoid, yes.
Okay. Is a person male?
No.
I'll just say female just to make sure.
Yeah. Yes, female.
Okay.
I mean, is it a human?
Kinda. Yes. I'll change my answer. I will say partly.
Is it because she's half human and half another race?
Yes.
This is TNG.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
Oh.
the maybe in Starfleet thing is throwing me off. I don't know how you're maybe in Starfleet.
If I answer the question, I think it would give it away. Like if I went more in depth.
I mean, did the person serve on the Enterprise?
No. Serve, no.
It's a her, half human. TNG.
We're halfway.
Yeah, I didn't think this one was that hard.
So Deanna is a Starfleet officer, so it can't be Deanna Troy.
It's not Deanna Troy.
Okay.
I'm going to ask the same question. Is it the child of another major character?
No.
Main cast member?
No.
In the first, say in the first season. Are they in the first season?
No. No. Not first season.
Is the other race like half humanoid as well?
What?
So
I
she's
don't
half
understand the
human.
question. She's half
She's
human.
half human. Is the
Yes.
other half of her also humanoid? So it's not like some weird.
Is that possible to not be?
I was just saying, like, it's not some
that.
like weird, like computer thing.
No. It's humanoid.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm trying to remember. TNG.
Is the other half Klingon?
Yes.
Now I'm even more confused.
Oh. It's Worf's first wife or mistress or whatever. What's her name? The mother of Alexander. What's her name?
You are correct. It's Kayla.
Yeah. Kayla.
I did not remember that she was half human.
Yeah, she's half human. Yeah.
Half human.
I guess it makes sense with the grandparents. Yeah.
All right, Jeremy, it's you. Bring us home.
All right. Sure. This is going to be.
It's going to be hard. I already know it. So, original series.
It's not going to be hard at all. No, not original series.
Wow, we did it. We made it.
Does this character appear in more than one series?
I do not think so.
Female.
No.
Human.
No.
Humanoid.
Yes.
TNG.
No.
Voyager.
No.
Deep Space Nine.
Yes.
Male.
Yes.
Ferengi.
Oh.
Yes.
There's only a few.
I think you're halfway.
Main cast.
No.
Is the Grand Nagus?
Yes.
Negus.
I was like, does Nog name is Nog main cast?
I would say Nog was main cast.
Yeah, I would say all of
Rom,
Quark's. Yeah,
yeah, Rom, Nog. I would say all of them.
especially in the later seasons.
Yep.
Mhm. Well, there you go. There's our show for today. We played a fun game of Name That Star Trek Character, and we all had a good time there. We chatting with each other. Of course, you can check out all our YouTube videos and and then all our podcast versions. You can also check that out.
Check them out.
First, thank Mother Monster, Lady Gaga.
I've never heard her called Mother Monster.
I haven't.
Really?
No.
No.
Really?
No.
No.
And I'm a Gaga fan.
Google Mother Monster. That is her
to.
nickname, Mother Monster. I think Mother Monster is like big in the gay community too. I think she's called Mother Monster.
Oh, so now you're showing your true colors. I see.
My true colors, my pride, all colors.
You and your arrows of pride in Diablo.
We do need to figure out when our next Star Trek Adventures session is. If we can get MD or CJ to be able to do it. But that is our show for today. Thank you for watching. Goodbye, everybody.